What's up, guys? Toby, 50 Baits. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I did. I had to work this morning, Black Friday. Woo, that was different. But whatever. Today we're gonna do something different. I'm gonna break stuff first. Is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do straight flake. This is that clear. Not clear. Fluorescent type flake that I talked about ordering in bulk. See if anybody was interested. It's not that metallic, and it holds up the heat really well. This is really small though, but I want to get all 040. I like the 040 size for that. And dropping stuff, and we're gonna do some laminates and just that. No color, just flake, that type of flake, and we're gonna do another new mold. Again, I'm always looking for something different. We're going to shoot it, my 2.4, because I need crappie baits in this color. And we're going to shoot that grub again because I like that little thing. It's so badass. But that's what we're going to shoot. Let's make sure this plastic is ready. It should be. Yeah, might have to heat it up just a little bit more, but it is ready. So it won't take so long. Get off of there, you. Clear plastic. And when you're going to use flake only or shift or whatever, cannot have bubbles, guys. Cannot have bubbles. So if you ain't got a vacuum chamber, you probably want to get one. I'm not saying that, but I need a vacuum chamber that. Usually I do, but I didn't. So, again, boom, boom. Think about doing a bulk order. These things are bright. They stay bright. It's not that metallic look. It's a bold color. And we'll show you the mold for Mr. NGraves. We come up with something different, and I like different. So, let's get you down here. Got everything sort of ready. Everything's cold, so again, I hope it works out. You never know with cold stuff. Main thing for me is the injector getting cold and locking up on it. For me, molds, I sort of like them cold. They seem to shoot better, except for there's a couple that I don't like to shoot cold. So we're gonna heavy flake it. I only got a half cup of plastisol, and we're going to put in 2 big old scooping helpings. That thing's probably loud. Sorry, guys. That fan. At least 2 big ones. 2 big heaping of the quarter. I'm going to go 3. I want it to show. This stuff is held up to heat really well. Like it. Again, this is smaller. I wish it was the 040. I don't know why it's not, but it ain't. So, with it being smaller, we may not need quite as much, but we're still going to give it to it. This would be like a, I don't know if it's a 0.08. It may even be smaller than that. It's almost like a powder, but it'll still glitterify, if that's a word. Glitterify. Let's get them out of the way. Let's stir some of this plastic up. Get a temperature check. And you'll notice it doesn't bleed, it doesn't do anything like that. Which I like. I like. That is so fine that it almost looks like coloring. Again, we put 3 heaping scoops of the quarter inch of the quarter size measuring spoon. Ooh, probably need to get busy shooting and quit running my mouth. I want the pink on top and the chartreuse on bottom. I don't know why, but that's what I want, and that's what we're gonna do. Again, the 2.4, y'all know, if you watch, that's my fave. My fave, that's not like a little 18-year-old girl or something. It's my fave. We're gonna shoot that new Maybelline mold. And of course that little grub that I have really liked. Let's get to shooting before this cold injector sets up. I have not shot this Maybelline mold. This will be the first time for it. So I did put 4 clamps on it. 4 of the spring clamps. Just to see. And I'll know after that if I can do 2. Pretty much. But I'm sure 4 is going to be plenty. In that, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but look at that flake, man. I love this flake, especially in crappie baits, or you know, anything I want really bright. Excuse me. Some saltwater baits. Of course, I go to the coast every now and then and shoot those. Take me some baits down there for redfish, flounder, trout, stuff like that. And they get bit, man. Some of these crazy colors. I guess you'd call that almost a, what's it called? Not Cajun, electric chicken. Sort of like a electric chicken, but in a flake form compared to coloring. So the aluminum mold should have set up really quick because everything is really cold. I did heat this up. A lot of times if you're having problems with your stuff's cold, your blending block may be freezing that plastic, or making it set up once it comes out of the dual injector. So sometimes you gotta warm that thing up. Like I said, I don't really warm my molds unless I'm shooting the 2 and the 2.5 inch grub. Oh, we drew down. Come on, baby. I hope I didn't wait too long. I probably did. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. Running my face hole instead of watching what I'm doing. Oh, you like my new little... I got them at work, so I had to have one. Just like a big giant repeller. Got real hooks on it and everything. It's pretty neat. But the American flag painting on it, as soon as I seen it, I was like, yeah, this is not going to make the floor. So I bought it. I just think it was cool. So I wasted money on a lot worse. So like all these bait stuff I got, it's not a waste though. It's like fishing stuff. It's never a waste. You're going to need it at some point in time. Check out this 2.4. Tell you already, it is pimping. Pimping. It's that chartreuse flake. Like I said, to get it cheaper, I'm going to do a big bulk order. Be telling, if anybody wants to go in or buy some or whatever, let me know. Oh, and there's the pink. See how that pink's a little bit smaller? Hold on, put these molds together like I told you before. I will mess up something or knock something over or lose a screw or a twisty thing. That's why I like to clamp a lot. But if it works, I don't mess with it. So I have to use these little twisted things that may fall, and you know, they go somewhere where you can't find them half the time. But all flake electric chicken, I think that's what it's called. Pretty sure it's electric chicken. There's so many free electric chicken, Cajun cricket, and there's some awesome names. Just look at that flake, man. And what I like about it, you can get remelts out of it. Wow, wow. And sometimes I like doing just flake because just like that, you'll see the underneath flake as well. And the above flake looking through it. That's why I like it. If you go too much flake, you know, it'll cover it. If you do like a fire and ice, like the culprit, I think, had the fire and ice baits. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Love it. Love it. And it's just different. It's different from anything in the store or whatever else. So you have to look at that sometimes. People see different, like me. You know, I'm always looking for something a little different. People are like, I'm gonna try that. Because I try all kinds of stuff, baits. You name it. If it's something I use, I'm gonna try it. Especially if it's different. We'll do the Maybelline last. This is the Grub. I like this, man, or grub worm, whatever we want to call this thing. I still ain't really come up with a name yet. But, oh, cool little worm or whatever it's going to be called. Centipede. Got a lot more of the chartreuse on that side this time. Might have my injector a little bit crooked. Swim. Get off. There you go. Swim. I tell you, man, I can't wait to go fish these things. Well, it got cold today. It's supposed to get real cold tonight, so. Yeah, that's gonna bust a crappie in the face. I'm gonna tell you right now. In any of these baits. Oh, I love it. Pull a couple of them off. Or pull them all off. Drink before. It's gonna get them in the face, and what I like too is I can just remelt all that, and it's just gonna mix all that flake together. We'll see what it comes up with, because I like doing that kind of stuff. So again, all flake, no colorant. Okay, get something dark, and maybe it'll focus. Woo-wee, 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 woo-wee. So, there's our little grubs, or our little, I still don't know what to call it. I need to probably look on his site and see exactly what it was called, because I can't remember. Because I'm getting old, guys. Old. So maybe the beginning of Alzheimer's. For me. You never know. Ain't that old yet, but I've been blessed, other than, you know, breaking a leg, a jaw, and knocking a bunch of teeth out, and all that. I've been pretty healthy, so blessed. Alright, here it is. Old Maybelline, 3-inch. Also from NGraves. Mr. Graves. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, tight. What am I might pull them up. That's good though. That means it's knocked up in there pretty good. And again, I like different baits, so apparently he does too. So when they're wanting that bigger bite, talking about the slabs, the crappie, no flashing, nothing like that. That was 4 spring clamps. Oh, I did flash the top one. I had a boo-boo. Look at that flake, man. Oh, love that flake. Love it. But as many crappie baits, crappie that I shoot, I'm gonna go ahead and do a bulk order. It's just so much cheaper doing it that way. Now if I'm stuck with 10 pounds of flake, oh well, you know, I'll just be stuck with 10 pounds of flake. Pull them right out. Shabang. It's just a different bait. That's what I like. I want to give them something different for these pressured lakes. Lake Hartwell is pressured. and I can drop shot that as well. Of course, I'll make a more natural presentation of bait fish pattern on that. Oh yeah, let's pull them off now. I'll pull one off. See what we got. Again, it's different. I like that little thin tail. Reminds me almost of what's those called? A reaper, I think. What it almost reminds me of. Got a really thin tail on it. That's gonna have some action, bro. And it's got enough body to put on a crappie jig for when they on that little bigger bite, and a drop shot. And you can fish it this way, I'm guessing. For sure, I ain't guessing. And you can flip it straight up and have that tail that way. And try to get that side to side. Depending on how you bring it in, if you drop shotting it and sort of just reeling it. I bet it's gonna flap good. Gonna flap good. How thin that tail is. It didn't look like it was gonna be that thin in the mold, man. I like that. I like that a lot. Like I said, just a different body, a different presentation, not a presentation, but a different bait. That's what I like. Laminated perfectly. A chartreuse. There's our pink. We're getting a glare, ain't we? Let me try to block off something. Oh, there we go. Perfect laminate. So, I can't wait to try these on them slabs and on a drop shot. Like I said, they've been on that small bite lately. They're on little shad. And I'll put that in one of my 5.0 magic colors or a bait fish color. Nose hook it right there. Look at that. You know there's going to be a ton of action in that thing. Just look at it flopping there. This is dead on soft. So, what do you think? Again, I love it. I love different. And it's called, what do you call that thing? Oh, Maybelline. 3-inch. Like I said, it's not too big that you can't fish for them slabs with it. But it's big enough where the bass will hit it too. Especially right now, being on this shad bite like they are. Like it, man. Look how thin that tail is. Try to get it. There we go. And it's broad when you straighten it out that way. So you, like I said, I think you can fish it either way. I know you can. Fish it this way, get that side to side, or flop it up and down, and get that bounce, 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 bounce on a drop shot. To be honest with you, Mr. Graves, at first I was like, you might be losing it a little bit, but I like the bait now. I like it. First time I shot it. These are going to be for crappie, of course, because of the colors. Love it. These are also going to be for trout, panfish, and others. Laminated perfect as well. Love the flake, man. Flake only, no colorant. Could have probably even went a little bit heavier with the, maybe with the chartreuse, but I like it. And those are money. Money, 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 money. That stinger. I've caught so many fish just on a stinger. On different ones. That's the bass tackle. I've caught them on the fat guys too. I don't know if I have any fat guys stingers left. If I do, I probably got one more, I think. But anyway, tell me what you think. I think that's going to be an awesome bait. Now that I've shot it, can actually see the bait. As soon as I see a bait, I start getting ideas of how I want to fish it, what I want to do with it. And like I said, it's just different. Size is different. Body profile is different. Tail is different. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I gotta get my butt on the water, but man, it's cold. Oh, it's cold. I only like to be cold if I'm duck hunting. That's the only time. But I have been irked up, ready to go do some fishing. So get off my sad tail butt and go catch some fish. Tell me what you think about that flake, guys. I love it. Like I said, it reheats well. Now, just to be safe, I do let my plastic cook it up. Let it get down to about 320 before I add it, just to make sure. But I've done a ton of remelts and what I call the sexy shad. And I mean, the flake still holds up great. It'll quit bouncing. It still holds up great. I love it. So, let me know what you think. Let me know how you fish that thing. Like I said, I'm gonna put it on a crappie jig. If it feel like that tail's too long, like I said, bite that fool off a little bit, or whatever you want to do. I am gonna fish it this way first for a different presentation. Appreciate y'all being here. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Because I love turkey and dressing and some cranberry and that giblet gravy. Whoa, boy. Favorite meals, man. Favorite meals other than seafood and steak. But appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you'd fish that new bait. And let me know what you think about the flake. Like I said, if I get a little bit of interest, I'm going to go ahead and do a bulk order. And, you know, cheaper. Just saves money. I'm always looking to do that. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes you gotta buy the better stuff. But this stuff here is great. I've loved this flake so far. Again, it's not that metallic bling bling, you know, metallic flake. It's just a bold chartreuse flake. That right there is like the 040. This is like the .08, I guess you'd say. It's really small. Almost like a powder, but it's not a powder, as you can see in them baits. So, if you got a color that you use that doesn't have any coloring in it, let me know. Like I said, I've done the fire and ice, stuff like that. Pretty cool, but appreciate you being here again. Appreciate you watching. Mr. Graves, appreciate you again. I love your thoughts, your creativity, or trying to come up with something. Again, NGraves Bait Molds, NGraves.com. He is open for business. And I'm going to keep him busy because I got an idea of one that's coming his way. And as soon as I get it, I'll show you it because it's going to be my shaky head worm that I love. So, appreciate you being here, guys. Appreciate you watching. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And let's go catch some fish. We'll see.